So yesterday I was scrolling through the YouTube and I came across this video where you can change the facial expressions in any image. And this is a really cool thing. But the problem is it requires a Photoshop skills. So I had to find out its alternative that is more easy and convenient. So I started doing my research and finally I found out the AI tool where you can change the facial expression in your images, where you can change the emotions in your images and a lot of other cool stuff. So what's this AI tool is? Let's find out. Okay, so this tool is called HeyPhoto and this is the URL of this AI tool, heyphoto.com. I will also leave the link in the description below. And if I scroll down, you can see these are some features that this AI tool offers you. Look at the bird, give me a smile, you can change the gender of your character, you can even change the age in your images. These are some simple things, but let's try this out. And the process is simple. You just have to click on this browse button and select the image from your computer. So let's say I'm gonna select like this image. So this one is the AI generated image. And after some kind of processing and detecting the face, we will have this option. And the first option is look at bird. Here we have this bird here. And what it does, if I drag this bird, you can see her eyes movement is changing. Okay, so if I move it a little bit further, you can see on the left side. So if I move this bird on the right side, you can see her eye movement is changing towards the right side. And if I move this on the upward side, here it looks really horrible. And if I move this down a little bit here, you can see now she's looking downwards. But the overuse of this one can also make your images worse. So I would recommend you to go with the very slight movement. So here you can see it looks really good here. And you can also see a details on the face. You can see the wrinkles around the eyes. It looks really natural. So this option is also a really cool option. You can also try this one, but I would like to reset my image because we have to try some other features. So the next one is the anonymize. So these are some kind of the filters that you can apply, and it does changes your facial expressions just to make your face unrecognizable from the AI detection tools. So we're gonna move on to the next tool, that is Smile. And this is really cool tool and this is one of my favorites. And here you can see we have a slider here. So if I move this slider towards the left side, it's gonna make it look like sad. And if I move this slider to the right side, it will make her face smile. So I'm gonna move it a little bit here, and this is now starting the processing. So here you can see a really subtle smile on her face. You can see even the lips are a little bit opened here. So if I move this a little bit more here, and now her face is looking more smiley. And if we look at the details here, you can see the wrinkles around the eyes. It looks really natural. And you guys can also see some kind of the wrinkle lines around her lips. That makes it look natural. And let's say if I move the slider all the way to the right, now you can see it automatically generated the teeth, and it also generated that dimple kind of thing on the left side, you can see. And the wrinkle lines, that looks really natural. But it also changed the character a little bit. You can see this is not our original character. It doesn't look like our original character, but it's a really cool feature. And if I move this slider to the left side, you can see the character looks similar, but there is some kind of like sad face here. Okay, so I think the sad face looks way more natural than the smiling face, because in the smiling face it's generating the teeth. AI is trying to generate the teeth and wrinkles and all that stuff, so it does changes the face a little bit. So if you guys don't want to try this feature, we also have the next option, that is emotion. So I'm gonna click on that, and here you can see we have some emotions here like scared, surprised, happy, disgusted, and the angry. So we're gonna go with the scared face first. Okay, so look at that. Now she's looking scared. So let's try the surprised. Okay, so the surprised and scared looks really similar. And let's try the happy. Okay, so it generated the extra layer of the teeth and also make her lips opened. But again, it does changes the original face. So you can also try the disgusted face here. That I don't think it looks like a disgusted face. And the next one is the angry. Okay, so it's weird. So it's looking somewhere between the angry and the happy. But I think the smile slider works best instead of the emotions here. So actually, these are some kind of the filters that you can play around with. And I'm not saying that this is as good as the Photoshop version, but it does works good in most of the case, and it also depends on your input image, right? So you guys can try this thing with your AI influencer. So I have already covered a detailed playlist on the AI influencer, and many of you guys were asking how to change the facial expressions of your AI influencer. So you guys can try out this tool to change the facial expressions of your AI influencer. and this is totally free to use right now because there is no pricing option here. So this was just a quick tutorial on changing the facial expressions, and I hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you guys did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.